Fortunately, I am Superman of Doom. The people of the Motherland have arrived, and it's good that I am Superman of Doom Chapter 70. It's just that what he once used was a large multi-person shared platform, and the other party made a small single-person platform. Not good. Seeing this, the three Spider-Men immediately rushed forward. And the second-generation American team and Doctor Strange released energy lasers and spell glare respectively, one like a piercing white light, the other like lightning cutting through the air, targeting the mechanical platform under White Vision, Meng and the Maker machine on the side. They also knew that there was no point in directly attacking Vibranium's body, so they shifted their target to the mechanical platform. It's too late. White Illusion Vision Meng did not pay attention to them and attack, and with a movement of his mind, the special belt equipment he was wearing was activated. And the half-tube particles were digested extremely quickly. In the next instant, the white vibranium body suddenly became infinitely smaller until it disappeared, and it looked like it had evaporated from the world. Airplanes. The mechanical platform and the Maker were destroyed at the same time, but the three Spider-Men also pounced. In the night, on the lakeside, only a low word gently echoed, "Goodbye, Morgan." ... What about people? Three Spider-Man hugging each other looked at each other. Dr. Banner the Hulk stepped on the grass, his green-skinned face looking at the destroyed mechanical platform and machine. It worked. Dr. Banner the Hulk said to himself, "I just don't know where and when it will go." Quote. Doctor Strange and the second-generation American team looked at each other, also realizing what was in general, and it was difficult to maintain their composure. Everything is silent and a foregone conclusion. A certain future and the past will change now. ... Shrinking, shrinking all the way, shrinking to a certain point smaller than an atom. White Illusion Meng suddenly disappeared into a strange and mysterious place, where there seemed to be no concept of space and time. All the afterimages of light and shadow were retreating towards the end behind him, and he was constantly shuttling towards the unknown end. This is the quantum realm. White Vision Meng calmly observed the blurry light and shadow that were constantly passing around through his electronic eyes. That's right. This is the only way left to obtain the complete mind gem, and it was the same method that the Avengers used before to reverse the flickering event. That is, through Ant-Man's PIM particle technology, shrink into the quantum realm and shuttle to the past Marvel Universe space-time. Of course, Meng knows it very well. The past space-time, returned in the setting of the Marvel Universe, is not actually a real return to the past, but a parallel universe that arrives in another past. This is also a concern that Meng has always had. He is like bound to the Marvel dream that gave birth to the artificial intelligence Saturday incarnation, and Morgan Stark has also become the anchor of his Marvel dream. And once he travels through the quantum realm, he represents being far away from the Marvel universe bound to it. Under such circumstances, can he really arrive in another Marvel parallel universe that has nothing to do with it in his dreams? Once you fail, will you be lost in Marvel Dreamland forever, or will you be disconnected from Marvel Dream forever? This is the concern that Meng has always had. Other than that, shrunk to be smaller than an atom, Amamon looked down at the space-time shuttle belt made by PIM's technology, which was equipped with a glass tube containing semi-tubular particles. Each time you travel in and out of the quantum realm through space-time, you need to consume a large number of PIM particles. The PIM particle comes from a generation of Ant-Man's technological creations, and it is also a cutting-edge rare resource, which is not infinitely produced. Half a year ago, more than 10 people from the Avengers traveled back and forth to various parallel time and space in the past, collecting 6 Infinity Stones. And almost exhausting the resource stock of the PIM particles. Now, through Stark Industries as a basic maker machine, Eamon's only half of the PIM particles have been obtained. Half a PIM particle. It is expected to be able to reach a certain time and space in the past, and there is no possibility of return, which is still without accidents. And the time machine that sent him into the quantum realm is estimated to have been destroyed, which completely cut off the possibility of returning. This is really gambling on everything in Marvel's Dreamland. There is no way back, and it will end if it is not successful. ... The field without time probability, I don't know how long it has been shuttling. White Vision Meng watched as half of the PIM particles continued to be consumed and immediately bottomed out, while the quantum realm space shuttle showed no signs of reaching its destination. There won't really be an accident, right? Meng is a little desperate, still in the quantum realm, but the PIM particles on his body are about to bottom. It's not imminent, it's really bottomed. There are only a few drops left, and even if they reach their destination, it is impossible to restore the shrunken body of the White Illusion. Just when the PIM particles were exhausted and White Vision Meng felt that he was trapped in the quantum realm, a line came from the front. This is network signal. Artificial intelligence Meng immediately no longer hesitated, directly abandoned the infinitely shrunken mechanical body of White Illusion, and drilled out along the blurred line of the network signal from the weak edge of the quantum realm. 0080 from Avengers 4 to Avengers 1. Trapped in hell for eternity, heaven on the other. When the PIM particles were exhausted, the artificial intelligence Meng directly abandoned the mechanical body of White Vision and broke into the detected network. This choice is obviously extremely correct, and the next second may be completely left in the quantum realm space. Meng seemed to turn into a virtual stream, led along the network message line, entered the electronic terminal that sent the message, and instantly completed the intrusion control. The next moment, Meng, who was isolated from the world a moment ago, only felt that his eyes were suddenly open, and through the commercial camera belonging to the network system, he presented a prosperous pedestrian street with dazzling streamers in his mind. The modern western streets are full of traffic, and skyscrapers rise like steel trees to the blue sky. Is this New York's Times Square? Not much deviation from the preset location of his travel through time and space. Artificial intelligence Meng's mood was slightly set, and he continued to confirm the time through the network he was connected to. The time of the world here is July 25, 2014, 6 p.m. Artificial intelligence Meng's thinking flows rapidly. This time is 10 years ago before the Marvel Universe, but it is still a year later than his preset time point for shuttling. Before this, Meng naturally considered the time of shuttle return. Looking at the timeline of the Marvel Universe movie, the Mind Gem originally appeared in the form of a mind staff that manipulates the consciousness of others. In the Avengers I movie, the timeline is 2012. The evil god Loki receives the psychic staff given by Thanos to lead an alien mechanical fleet to invade the city of New York and try to capture and control the entire Marvel Earth. That was also the original assembly of the Avengers, making its world debut and saving the world for the first time as a team of heroes. Later, the evil god Loki was subdued, and the psychic staff was obtained by the Avengers, and the result was handed over to SHIELD, which was the Serpent Shield at that time, and was directly taken by the Hydra organization for experimental research. When the Mind Gem appeared again, it was already the Avengers 2 movie, and the Avengers retrieved the Mind Staff and accidentally created Ultron. Ultron betrays the psychic staff and obtains vibranium materials in an attempt to create a perfect body through the cradle regeneration technique. That's where superhero Vision comes from. Later, the Mind Gem remained on Vision's forehead until it was taken away by Thanos, who descended on Earth with a headshot by Thanos, who descended on Earth in the Avengers 3 movie. Therefore, if you want to easily get the complete Mind Gem, there is no doubt, Avengers I, and Avengers 2, that is, from 2012 to 2014. Meng did not choose the timeline of Avengers 1 to shuttle. That's because they are worried about colliding with the Avengers team from other future universes. After all, they chose to go back to 2012 and borrow the Mind Gem from the evil god Loki. He doesn't need to set foot on this muddy water, just choose the timeline after the future American team returns the Infinity Stones. Therefore, Meng finally chose to shuttle through 2013, which is also a blank plot transition period from Avengers I to Avengers 2. The problem was that there was a deviation in shuttling through the quantum realm, which delayed Meng by about a year, and finally arrived in 2014. Oops. The plot of Avengers 2 won't have passed, right? Artificial intelligence Meng thought sluggishly. If Avengers 2 has happened, then the Mind Gem is set on Vision's head. And Vision, as the nemesis of artificial intelligence, is not his turn to compete. And after Vision, it is to compete with the purple potato-faced Thanos for gems, and the difficulty continues to increase. It won't. Meng was suddenly anxious. It is rare to shuttle back to the past Marvel time and space in the dream. Will not miss it. Immediately, artificial intelligence Yimon hurriedly searched for information about the Avengers through the current network. Soon, a lot of news information flooded into consciousness. Among them, a news message caught Yimon's attention. The night before yesterday, there was an explosion on the top of the Avengers headquarters building. And there were rumors that an advanced AI robot suspected of being under the name of Stark Industries had defected. First chapter previous chapter 7140th next chapter epilogue table of content.